Good morning, everybody. Back up in the gear loft. Today we are going to review a special piece of gear, especially given our last video, well, a couple videos ago. So if you check out, we went to Dolly Sods a couple weeks ago. It was super cold, but we brought the Goosefeet gear down, Booties. So today we're going to give you a full review of those, what we like, the specs, and everything about that. So I guess we'll get started. These are made by Goosefeet gear, and I call them down booties, but they're actually down socks. That's like the actual name for it.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I didn't realize that. We've been calling them down booties, but they're down socks.
Oh yeah.
Goosefeet gear, if you've never heard of them, it's a guy. His name's Ben. He makes down products. They make down jacket. I think they're making a down jacket now. They make down hoodies or down hoods, down pillows, down pants. All made out of goose down, hence the name.
I've seen the jackets before. I don't think they're not on the website.
No, they're not on the website yet, but some people on Instagram have been like testing them out. It's been pretty cool. All their stuff is 850 fill goose down, and like so if you go to Z-Packs and buy like their down socks, it's actually from Goosefeet gear. So they're like the premier cottage vendor, goose down manufacturer
when it comes to
right
down
now.
socks.
I got the down socks at least a year, if not 2 years ago. I don't remember. My wife got them for me for Christmas, and I also got the waterproof over booties. And there are a couple options when it comes to that, but I've been using them for over a year. Andy, you've had yours for...
I think I got mine about the same time you did.
Yeah, I think you did.
I didn't get the over booties.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So what they are is effectively a booty or a sock that's just completely made of down. So like a down jacket for your feet. They start at $65. The socks themselves weigh about 2 ounces. You can overfill them if you want to.
Is that 2 ounces a pair? Or?
No, that's 2. Yeah, yes, 2 ounces a pair. So an ounce per one. So they're lighter than bringing socks.
Yeah, those have got to be like right on par with like down toughs or darn tough socks and like Smartwolves and stuff.
So you can overfill them. You can get different colors on the inside, the outside, whatever. And they come in 6 different sizes, I think. $65 for the down socks. Now there are 2 over booty options. One made out of Dyneema, which is like what our packs are made out of.
Yeah.
And one made of something called Tough Tech, which I think is like it's a Schill, right?
I think it's a rubber.
Oh, it's a rubber on the bottom. And
I don't know what that is, like rubber or something.
I don't know. It's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
The over booties are $45, so the whole package is like $110, which is not cheap.
Yeah. But
we'll get into why you'd want to get these. So let's briefly run through the weights really quick. The down socks with nothing on them are about 1 ounce per sock, so 2 ounces for the pair. If you include the Dyneema over booties, it's 4 ounces for the pair, so the Dyneema over booties are another ounce. And then if you have them in the Tough Tech, it's about 6.5 ounces for the whole thing. So it's interesting. It's like a 1 ounce increment per thing you get. So the booties weigh an ounce, the Dyneema things weigh an ounce, and the Tough Techs weigh 2 ounces. I actually, if you watch our Dolly Sods video, I just flat out wore the booties plus the Dyneema over booties as camp shoes, which I was babying them for the past like year. Like I'd wear them sleeping and stuff like that, but I actually like used them as camp shoes, and they were legit.
Yeah, they come with a thin piece of foam on the inside of them too, on the down booties, which helps insulate the bottom of your feet. But you know, I've been playing around with getting some like thicker foam insoles, or some. I actually have some like wool insoles. I've been playing around with it, so.
Yeah, so if you're someone who's looking for like a dedicated winter camp shoe, you never think about it, and assuming the terrain you're camping around isn't like rocky, these things actually worked great. So overall, in terms of reviewing this, the first thing that jumped out to me is they're so light. And they're lighter than bringing an actual pair of socks, and they compress down to being smaller than a pair of socks. So,
oh yeah.
So if you're going winter camping, definitely consider these. Now, another thing is, because it's down, obviously, like, these things get really warm. So like I cannot wear these over freezing without my feet sweating.
Really?
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, you sleep a little bit colder than me.
No, but definitely like anything above like 40, 45 degrees.
Like if you just start sweating.
Yeah, like this. I can probably get away with like 45, 50 degrees. But yeah, they get warm.
So they're not, I don't know if you'd necessarily call them a 3-season piece. That mainly just like a full winter piece. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they're warm.
They're so warm. I mean, it's like wearing a down jacket on your feet. So another thing I just wanted to make a note of is always wear these with socks. That's something I learned. Like, I got a little poison ivy on my feet when I wore these a couple weeks ago, and I'm pretty sure it's because I wore them without socks like a long time ago, and there's some poison ivy in there. But in general, a little tip is just wear them with socks. You're gonna keep them really clean, but just make sure you don't wear like a really like constrictive sock, like something that's gonna like not allow a lot of blood flow to your feet. So like I wore these in West Virginia with like a really loose fitting pair of wool socks.
I also think there's something to be said too, that if you have like a thin pair of like either wool or synthetic socks, it'll help wick away moisture if your feet start sweating.
Yeah. Obviously, like we said, they're really warm. So if you're like using a foot box and a quill or something like that, and it's over 40 degrees, it's really actually uncomfortable when your feet sweat in these things. And when you're sweating anything down, it doesn't breathe. We've taken them in a bunch of temperatures. We've walked around in them. They're surprisingly durable. That was one thing I noticed.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you have the overshoes are made for walking around in it, so
yeah.
And you know that Dyneema and this tough tech material that the over booties are made of, it's very durable stuff.
Yeah. So I think the overall recommendations I have in terms of this product is, okay, for starters, if you're someone who sleeps cold in general, regardless of the time of year, potentially consider getting these, even if it's fall, spring, whatever.
100%.
There's nothing worse than having cold feet while you sleep. Literally, there's nothing worse. And these solve that problem immediately. If you're doing a lot of winter camping and you want a winter camp shoe, and winter camp shoe is like something I never considered, but like we were in Dolly Sods and we hiked all day and our feet got completely wet, like our boots and everything, and then it started freezing at night, so we couldn't really wear our boots around camp. So I popped these suckers on and they were fine. So if you're looking for a winter camp shoe, I would consider this.
Yeah, I'm playing around with it still, but I think I'm pretty sold on that. So.
Yeah. Along those lines, if you're getting these to be a winter camp shoe, in addition to something you sleep in, I would consider getting the Tough Tech over booties. They're not going to be as light or potentially as waterproof as the other ones, but the bottoms are like legitimately like a slipper shoe, versus the bottoms of the Dyneema ones are literally like Dyneema fabric, which is durable, but it's not as durable as this.
Yeah, this is like really grippy.
Very grippy. After bringing them on this Dolly Sods trip, I'm gonna be bringing them and wearing them as a winter camp shoe. They're so comfortable to hang around camping. I mean, it's like, you know, when you put on a down jacket, you get that like warm, cozy feeling. It's like that on your feet. It's so good. I think in terms of negatives, the price, obviously, I mean, $110 for the whole package is steep. That's like the cost of a pair of shoes, effectively.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd call this a negative yet, but I feel like the over booties are huge, are massive for the size.
They are big. It might be a one size. Maybe he makes like one size.
But I get it, because I think you need to have it like lots of room for the down to expand,
to like fluff up,
so that you know you can actually get the warmth from the down.
Yeah.
So that makes sense to me, but I must say I would have liked.
They look like moon boots.
I would have liked it to be a little bit more like.
Looks like you're taking your first steps on the moon in those.
Yeah, I would have liked it to have been a little bit more slimmed down, but I don't think you can with the down. I think you have to
to let it like fill up.
Yeah. So I mean that's probably just but like, you know, who cares as a camp shoe, right?
It's a camp shoe, right? Whatever. So we're definitely gonna recommend these overall. But like we said, if you're someone who's doing winter camping in general, you should just get them. And if when you go winter camping, you want a better camp shoe, definitely get the over booty. But you don't necessarily have to get the over booty, I guess.
Just get the over booties. Just get the over booties.
Just get the over booties. Just do it.
Just
you want the option.
Just you want. Are you gonna use them all the time? Probably not.
Yeah.
But
when it's 2 or 3 a.m. and your tarp's getting ripped out of the ground, and you have these suckers on your feet, you don't want to take them off and put your cold frozen shoes on to go restake your tarp. You want to pop those over booties on and your feet stay nice and toasty.
Yeah, and if you're worried about weight, just get the Dyneema ones.
Yeah, they're really light. So that's just a pretty quick review on these. I mean, they're down booties. There's not much to talk about here. They're warm and cozy. So that's it. That's our review of the Goosefeet Gear down socks. Check out Goosefeet Gear. It's a great cottage vendor company, great customer service. They have good down products if you're interested in, they make down pants, other stuff. But that's our review of those. As always, if you have experience with these, talk about it in the comments. And we'll see everybody on the next one.